Alright, folks, let's continue. When you get your phone ready, you can get the data. Of course, you can use the Wi-Fi of the airport, and then once you got everything ready, you can actually use one of the most powerful tool that I recommend is whether you're using Android phone or iPhone. I know there's like a always a battle between these two, which is better. Doesn't really matter. Okay, my recommendation is that using Google Map. Okay, and yeah, some of the location of Google Map is not 100% correct while you travel in Japan, but most of the time, especially if you want to take the train, the bus and all that, is relatively accurate, but you have to look out for it because sometimes it's really complex system, especially about the travel, take the bus, take a specific train because there is some scenario where you take a specific subway, and at some parts is one subway, and then exactly what you just on the subway, the subway go to another part, become another. Okay, so you have to pay special attention to. Once you feel that something is not correct, ask information desk, okay, or someone, or sometimes the data is not the signal is not pretty good, so you might lag a little bit. But as long as you find something is not wrong, you know what? Don't stick on this on the subway, right? You need to get out of that station, right? Not get out of the station, but rather get out of that subway, ask someone, okay, then they will just guide you to the information, and they will show you, oh, this is a wrong subway, right? So yeah, don't like just there, this is a right subway, and then you take a nap and then take you some really far away places. Don't do that, okay? So after you get off the plane, you get the data, the SIM card, or everything settled, and then it's time to take the bus or take the subway to go to the downtown Tokyo. What I'm trying to explain here is from Narita Kuko, which is the most complex one, and most likely you are going to get this airport because it's for budget flight as well as international flights. So if a foreigner comes to Japan, you're most likely to arrive at this airport. Okay, so let me just give you the map here. All right, so oh my gosh, it's a pretty big map. Okay, so you know what? This Narita Kuko, it got like a three terminal, called that short for T1, T2, and T3, right? And so T stands for terminal, right? So you can actually see that on the map. And I don't know whether you folks can actually see here. Let me just I can't zoom. If I zoom, I tested this a lot. If I zoom, it will disappear. So let me make myself first a little bit smaller. Okay, and then I'm going to make myself a little bit to the side. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that can. So first is that right here is the third terminal, so T3, right? Here is the second terminal, so T2, and terminal 1 is here, okay, here. So and to be honest, this is like a pretty far away places, terminal 1, 2, 3. So if you from international flight, you're more than likely to arrive in terminal 3, which is approximately this place, okay, and then you have to walk at least 15 minutes. Walk from terminal 3 to terminal 2 or 1. Why is that? Because all the public transport and shuttle is actually at here. You can actually see a lot of like a P, okay, and lots of like a specific station, which I'm going to in detail discuss this, as well as showcase how to use some tools like Google Map, because it can be really frustrating, especially if you don't know this like a basic information here. So my suggestion is if you arrive at Terminal 3, first of course, I believe don't need for me to talk about it. You just follow the sign or ask for someone. Always ask for someone for help, right? And then the general rule of thumb, general direction is take the bus or take a walk, okay? Go from Terminal 3 to Terminal 2 or 1, and then start your, like whether you take whatever train we will discuss, right? Or Skyline or JR, right? Then take from here to your destination. Not necessarily to the downtown Tokyo. You can to some like your hotel, which may be located in North downtown Tokyo, maybe a little bit, let's say like Shinjuku, something like that. And you know what? You can just take it from here all the way directly. Because my suggestion is if you got like a tons of luggages, you arrive here, you're pretty tired, you maybe 11 hours of flight, something like that, fly from US, right? And first, if you leave from state to Japan, you got like a jet lag. Okay, you are tired, you want to stretch out, you want to go directly into your hotel, put everything that is not necessary, the clothes and all that, put that inside the hotel and then go out. Okay, so my suggestion is go directly to the hotel. So yeah, of course, I'm going to show you because my in-laws got some conditions that I have to like use a wheelchair, and Japan is pretty accessibility, right? It's like a barrier free, so it's a barrier free equipment. Everything is barrier free, okay? And if you contact, by the way, if you need assistance, always contact that, whether it's email or by phone, to contact that in advance. They are brilliant, okay? I'm going to show you how barrier free Japan is. And to be honest, I take my in-laws to go to Japan and travel a lot of areas, and she got like a wheelchair, right? And I like pull like how to help her all the way, okay? It's a brilliant experience, and I'm going to record that in the video and show you folks in the later videos. But I just want you folks to know that if you want that kind of information, and I'm also going to record all this to share with folks, especially if it's elderly or if it's got like special conditions. My in-laws got that special conditions that it's a long story. It's a long story. Basically, she had a lot of surgeries that she can't like walk pretty fast. So you know what, in a wheelchair, and it's a brilliant experience. And I want to, it's a great country to have this like a really thoughtful people as well as all this equipment. Okay.